map requires more concentration because it's a combination of a list and set. Map. Okay, so let's understand the map. So map is also a collection type variables. Okay, map is also collection type variables. It is also but it is a pair of key and value. Okay, but it is a pair of key and value. Key and value, where key can not be duplicated and value can be duplicated. Meaning key can always have a unique values and values can be unique, cannot be unique, it doesn't matter. But the key always contains unique values. Okay, so map is also a type of a collection that contains unique keys. Okay, it has a unique keys and some may or may not have a duplicate values. It's something like that. Let's suppose that unique keys and duplicate values where these examples comes in. Let's suppose that I want to hold two values. Okay, I want to hold, or mapping is just like a pointing at somewhere, meaning I want point at with this reference of this number, I want to point just like that roll number and a student name. Okay, roll number and a student name. So might be there is a two roll number. Okay, two roll numbers are present having same student name. Yes or no? There might be chances. Two person in a class can have a same name, right? Yep. Yeah, there is a chances of a two-person in a class can have a same name. So at that moment, their roll number is a key and their names are values. So since key can never be duplicated, since up two-person in a class can never have a same roll number, but they can have a same name. Similar concept of a map. Map is also have the same concept. It says that key can never be duplicated and value can be duplicated. So we always have a key as a unique value and values can be duplicated, can be a same or duplicate value, it doesn't matter. Any more example of that is a very common example, but apart from that, we have a different examples for using the key, just like that email address and name, or that is also can be a key and value pairs. Okay, email address and the lead record, whole lead information can also be a something like that, where email cannot be duplicate of two persons email, and so different things are. So the point here is that map is a collection type variable that can have a key and value pair, where key can be duplicated and values sorry, key can never be duplicated, but the values can be duplicated. So it can be duplicate values. So syntax. Syntax of declaration. Since it is a map, so it is also a map we have to write. And we have in the Angular bracket, we need to write key, comma, value, map name equals to new. Okay, so if I look at it, this thing is very much similar to whatever we had learned in this list, this one and this one. It's kind of the same thing. Okay, list, set, and map. It's kind of the same thing, but the only thing is that it has a two values in. Here in the set we have a 1, in the list we have a 1, but in the map we have a two values, two things. So that's why, that is the reason it's map is how the map will declare. Will declare is something like that. For the key, we have a data type of key, and comma, data type of value. So both data type can be same, can be different. It doesn't matter. Okay. But we need to define two data types. Data type of a key and data type of a value. Since we are going to store two values, so that's why it can be data type of key or data type of value are two different things. Okay. So it will be two different things. Either we have to do in this way, or same thing, what we learn for the list and set, same thing. Or we can do this way. Anything you can use it. It doesn't matter. And same thing, only the thing is that map contains two data types, two different data types. Sorry, two data types that can be same, can be different. It's depend on the situation to situation. But the thing is that data type of a key and a map contains data type of a key as well as data type of for the value. So let's have a look at how it's actually look like. So we have a map. Let's suppose that that example that we had talked earlier, that roll number and student name. Okay, we need to do in this way. Means in the map, you always talk about the two informations. Okay, where one information is unique and another information is can be unique. Okay, it's generally don't supposed to be unique, but one information is 100% supposed to be unique, and second information is can be unique, cannot be unique. It doesn't matter, but one information must be unique. So whenever we think about a map, so in that map, there must be, we have to think about the two different information, and one information must be unique information, just like roll number. Roll numbers are unique, that are supposed to be unique. So since we are going to restore a roll number, so I will declare a map. Roll numbers are generally integers. There's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So I will store the integer, and then name are generally string. So I will declare this. And then map name is I said that student name map is equals to new, and then this one. Okay. So two data types that can be same, can be different. It doesn't matter, but it's something like that. So one is a unique, another can have a same or different value. Now, how we can add a value? So same thing, what we did, dot. Here, it's not add. Here it's put. Okay, put, not add, put. So first one is at roll number 1. We want to store that. Okay, as we are seeing that, put 1, comma, value. Same thing. Huh? This how we are doing here, comma, just like that. How we added the data types, integer, comma, string. Similarly, 1, comma, string. That is a name. Let's say 101. Let's say 101. 202. Similarly, we can add multiple records, multiple information in that map. But the thing is that how we can map the values, how we can add the values inside the map, we have to take help of the put. Why it's showing red? Oh, we forget to add one thing. Public constructor we haven't defined. That's why it start throwing errors when we start doing adding the value. Okay. So if it is everything saved, there you will not see any star over there. So, that's it. So here how I added the collections. We can add many more. It's up to us. Thing is that it will never accept the duplicate values. So 2, 4, 6, Aman, Kashkari. Spelling is correct. I think it's correct. Okay. So this is the way that how we can add the values, how we can add the values, how we can put values inside the map. As I mentioned earlier, in case of a list or in case of a set, I said that whenever you get a collection type of a variable, whenever you get a lots of collections, whenever you have to work with a large number of, your first job is to convert that list or means convert that collection so that we can work with a single record at a time. Okay, we need to work with a single record or single thing at a time. But here we have a two. Okay, we have a two different information. Here we have a one is a key and second one is a value. So we have a two different information. So we will learn that next time we will means in future we will learn that how we can split this two information so that I will get only one information at a time. Okay, that is also a thing. But before that, let's learn that in the list case, we learn that one thing that we have a get parameter. Okay, get and we add an index, and this index help me to get the stored value or at that particular location. Means if we get 0, it will give me this one for that. So same thing is also with the map. But the only difference is that here is not indexing. Here we have a key. So here, if we have to extract the value from the map, then what we have to do? Map dot get. Okay, map dot get 101 or 202. Save it and save it. उसी पे रख दो. Okay, so here we have 202 student map. So let's debug it and let's execute it. So let me change this one to this one and execute. So you can see that Akram Yasin, it's showing up here in my map, and at 202 we have Akram Yasin. So it's working this way. Okay, so this is how we get the value from a map. How we get a value from a map? We just added the key. Okay, we just added same concept of a list. Whatever we have a concept of a list, same thing. Only the thing is that instead of an index, what he is, it's replaced with the key. That's it. Nothing changed. Okay, instead of an index, here what we are getting, here we are getting key values. Okay, here what we are getting key values. So that is how we extract the value. Similarly, if we want to extract some any other value, 256, so we need to add 256 and it will display the value for the 256. There is also one way we can click on the execute last. It will automatically execute our class for us. But first, for one time, we need to execute. So you can see that it will pops to value. So this is the way that how we can get the value. Okay, this is the way how we can get the value. But our job is not to stop yet, because this is not the how we are generally working on. We need to work with the loop, meaning we need to work with the single record at a time. Because if you have to get the, you have to display all the names, it's not possible to work to put all the keys one by one. No, it's not possible. So what we have to do, we have to take some help of a loop to display those values. And as I mentioned, that loop, yeah, in the loop, we have a syntax of a loop that says that we have a one data type. Okay. For the loop, we have a one data. It does contains two data types. It has a one. So it has a one data type. So our job is to convert that map into one data type. One means it can work with the one. So for the map, it has a special case. So data type of key or value.
Map.
In case of no, of map. Okay, it contains means here we have to write data type of key or value. Means either it will be a data type of a key or it will be a data type value. Okay, only one data type is supported, so that's why it can be a data type of a key or data type of a value. That's the first thing. Second, variable name is added as it is, and here we have to type map name. Map name with all keys or value. Okay, so that's the changes with the map, because if we have a key and value pairs, so loop is also changed according to that. Just like that, add a change according to that, get change according to this. So similarly, loop is according to change. Loop will also change accordingly. So how it's work for keys? For keys, how the loop will work? So for keys, the loop will something like that. Data type of the key. Data type of the key is integer. So we will put the integer. Variable name, let's say roll number. Okay, and map, since we had here we choose the key, so here must also be a key. Means all keys, map name with all keys. So map name, my map name is student name map, and how to get all keys? Dot key set. Okay, so let's display the values what we are getting up here. Uh, Keys, roll number. Let's display the roll number, and then we will think about it. Okay, I just put it here. Let's execute and click on debug only. So I can see that it show me all keys. It will give me all keys. Okay, it will not work for the loops. Sorry, it will not work for the values. It will, right now the loop is only looking for the keys. Only looking for the keys means this one column, this column. And similarly, if I want to execute same loop for the map, sorry, for the values. Okay, so this data type is changed for the value. Value data type is a string, so it will be string. Alias will be name, yes, TD student name. And here instead of a map with all values, so map dot values. And here I need to type values. Let's here also make it values. Let's execute. Okay, so as you can see that loop will work either on the key or on the values. It cannot be loop cannot be iterate on the both at the same time. Okay, always remember, whenever we are working with the map have contains two values, that's correct. But the thing is that the loop is work either on the keys, either on the values, but not at the same time both. Both are not at the same time. Okay, both will not work at the same time. So in order to work, both will at the same time, we need to do small tweak, but it's not a something like that. But we have to do something small tweaks in that. Meaning, in case of a key, here we see that loop on map either works on the keys or on the values. Okay, so we have some, we can take help of the some property of map to make the loop will work for key and value at the same time. Okay, so we will take property of the map, some property of the map, and which is that is get. Yeah, get map dot get key. This is the property of. So we will use this property to get the to run the loop simultaneously. So I will copy this one here, this loop, so that I don't have to write again and again. And here we got the key, that's correct. But we have also a property of a map that said whenever we put a key, we will get the value. So I will get this, I will take a help of this property of the map, and here what I will do, put the debug again. And instead of that key, I will put my this one. And value from key. Value from key. I save it. Let's execute. So it's got executed. You will see 101 Surat Singh, 202 Akram Yasin, 207 Yas Tejan, 256 Aman Kashkari. So you see that here I'm getting the value as well as key in a same loop. In a same loop, it will work for me, only just taking the property of a map. This is the property of a map that with the help of a key, we can get the value. But this thing, I cannot do it here. Okay, this thing I cannot do it here. Because with the value, we cannot get key. But from the key, we get the value. So generally what happened? Generally, we run the loop on this one. Okay, on this loop we generally take, because this loop will help us to get me both values. Okay, I can get the keys, I can get the values simultaneously in the same loop. We don't have to write two different loops for different situations. So if I need to get the two values at the same time, I can get it from here. Okay, make some sense? You guys are sleeping? I think you guys are. No. No questions? Any questions? Or let's have a look at some application, example application. How we can apply map, because mostly we take help of a map. Generally, we need to work with the map. So let's have a look at the application of a map, how we can use applications of a map. So I will create a new class. Map implement, how we can take applications or how we can implement map. Same thing I'm doing again, public. Okay, we know that how to declare a map, everything we know that. So I'm going to declare a map and I copy the same thing, this one.
Suraj,
Okay.
like, are you using the construction? Because as the method name and the class name is the same. I'm not sure, like if we learned Java.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, this is a constructor because method name and the class name is same. So this map contains the data or contains the information of a student's where roll number and name. Now I have another map. Okay, I have another map that contains the, let's by roll, that contains the what should it contain? Email. Oh, student have emails. Oh, student have a phone. Let's say phone. Let's store the okay. So here we added some student names. Why it's saying error? Map does not exist. Student. Oh, sorry. Phone number. Okay. So here we see that roll number 101, we have this one, and same roll number, we have a phone number. Now we have a requirement to show roll number, name, and phone. Okay, in a single line. Okay, we have to display the roll number, name, and phone in a single line, or generally not a single line, it's a comma separated. In the technically means in the real requirement, it's something like that in comma separated value, because we need to generate the CSV file to send the data to somewhere else. So that is the very common requirement. So we need to display that roll number, name, and email, phone at a single line. Now we have this thing. This situation comes in. Now, if we follow this way, means this is the, if we follow this one for one loop, we will get keys and value. Okay, keys and value. But if you look at this one, because this get method is a very powerful method. Okay, get method is a very powerful method. So it will help me to get the values. Here in both map, keys are same. Okay, keys are same. Whatever the keys is here, keys is present here. Let's suppose that some of the informations are different. Aman Kashka 90 and forget the name. Okay. I think spelling, I'm not sure. I'm just using one of the different value. Okay. So we have a two maps that have the roll numbers and have values. I need to display the roll numbers, phone, and value in a single line. That is my requirement. Okay, I need to do that. Now, when I look at it, this example contains the roll number 101. 101 is also here, and it has a name, it has a phone number. Let's do this way. So let's create a loop, okay, for and work on the loop. Loop says this one, loop integer. So integer student name by roll dot key set. So it will give me all roll numbers. Okay, it will give me all roll numbers. So here let's display the roll numbers. System.debug. Okay, roll number, I will get the roll number from here. I can also get the name because I have a get property. And it is student by get roll number. As well as I can also get the phone, because phone roll map has a property that it has a common phone numbers. Okay, it has some issues. Again, what's the issue? Roll number does not exist. NUMBER. Oh, sorry, spelling mistake. Save. Okay, let's execute. Might be it will throw some error. No, it's not. Okay, it's done. Let's debug. So, oh, sorry, I executed the wrong class because I changed the class name. So, execute. Might be it will throw error, might be not. It's worked well. No issue in that. Let's debug. So you can see it's showing me all. Okay, what it's showing me, everything it's showing me, and where it does not find the number, it doesn't showing me null. As I mentioned earlier, if it's null means empty, there is no value in that. And everything is over. Now I need to display everything in a single line. So for the single line, what I will do, string roll number plus I forget the concept, name equals, first convert the value into a single variable. That is our rule that we discussed earlier. Second, phone. Okay, we got the values in a single variable. Now we can display it. So roll number is the first thing. So we need to display roll number plus name plus phone. See, might be it will not work, looks good because it does not have any separators. Execute last. Okay, everything in the same line, 101 Surat Singh and phone number, but it does not looks good because it does not have any separators. So what I will do, I will add some separators. Separator means just like that previously in the day one class, we did separators for the first name, last name joining in order to join the first name, last name. we add a separator. This is called a separator that separate two data. So I will add it here and I will add it here and save it. Now let's again execute last. And debug. Now I can see the roll number, name, and phone. Where phone not present, it's not showing. Okay. And let's suppose that if I create a one more value having duplicate key 256, 256 again I added. Now I'm here. I'm going to add, let's say Aman, only Aman. Okay. Let's see what changes happen when I added a duplicate key. Okay, keys are duplicate. Here I make the values are duplicate, no changes. Two data have the same phone number. Here the same phone number is showing. But right now I'm duplicating the keys. Okay, let's see what happens. Execute last. It has a property to do not accept the duplicate values. So what happened? You will see 256, it's showing only Aman. And if I look up here, 256 is Aman Kashkari. So what happened? It will override the duplicate. So next value, whatever comes in, it will override that existing key. Override means that replace the existing value if the same key present, but never duplicate the key. Okay, it will never duplicate the key, but override the existing value. So that is how the map is working. That is how we implement the. Generally, we implement the map in a situation. Only exactly the same thing, but the some tweaks in that. Instead of this Surat Singh single information, we have a multiple information, more complex situation. But the thing is that way of working of a map is same the how we discussed here. We all whenever we have a map, generally map will not comes in a single. We have a map with another map with another list. Means there always be a map cannot be comes alone. All map always comes with either be another collection type collection data type.